I'm done with it. I am just done with it. I'm sick and tired of tolerating all of the stuff that's in our airways. Let me back up a few steps. I was in church on Sunday, and I was thinking about tomorrow, Thanksgiving, and I was thinking about saying grace, doing the blessing. And what should I say? And a hymn popped into my head, and the hymn is about the table of God, that all are welcome at this table. And then all this noise is happening, and I'm thinking, why is everything so crazy right now? And it's because of the differences that people are focusing on. I'm sitting in church and I'm looking around and I'm thinking, wow, there's a lot of diversity here. There are middle-aged white guys like me. There are old people. There are young people. There are Hispanic people. There are black people. There are conservatives, I'm sure. There are liberals. There are straight people. There are gay people. And I'm thinking, wow, this is pretty cool. And then I'm thinking about grace again. What I'm going to say at Thanksgiving dinner. My family usually stands up around the table and we hold hands. And I was thinking about that, thinking about my family. And it dawned on me, wow, we have a lot of diversity in my family. We have older people, middle-aged people, younger people. We have conservatives, we have liberals. We have men, we have women. We have white, we have black, we have brown. We have Christian, and we have Muslim. All in my family. And I thought, wow, that is so cool. And then I get to thinking about this. And I think about it all day. I think about it on my commute to work. And I think, we all get along. We're all different. We are all individuals and we have different points of view. But we all accept each other. We accept the fact that we're different. We respect that that person and we might have different views, and that's okay. And in fact, we even go so far as loving that person. Most of the people in my family, if asked, would probably lay down their life for somebody else in the family, despite our differences. And I'm thinking about this craziness that we're seeing in the world. And how that simple little plan of accept, respect, and love can really change us. It can change the world that we're in. How many people were a little uncomfortable during the election season? Right? Because people's views were so polarized. And it was that us and them mentality. And I was thinking about a good friend of mine who was very quiet during the election season. And last week, she called me up and she said, I want to talk to you. And she said to me, I didn't say anything during the election season because I didn't want to offend you. And I will tell you all, you can never offend me. I just don't get offended because I know people are different. I know people have different points of view. I get it. So I'm like, why? Why were you offended? Well, my views are different than yours. And I know you're really conservative, and I know you're Catholic, and all these things. And she was uncomfortable. You know, I could tell she was fidgeting, and she was uncomfortable. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm like, I was uncomfortable because I really didn't know what she was going to say. But she was telling me things, and I want you to know why people are concerned. I want you to know why people are feeling fear and all this stuff. And she told me everything that was on her heart. And because she's my friend, and I accept her, and I respect her, I listened. I really want to understand why she and why other people that have different points of view have that point of view. Why do you see things that way? Maybe if I saw things the same way that you see them, maybe I'd have that same feeling. And going through that process with my friend last week, I can honestly say at the end of that 2 hours that we were together, we were better friends because of it than we were before we sat down. Because we accept each other, we respect each other, and because we love each other, we took the time to listen and to get to know and to not say, oh, you're different. It's kind of like sitting at the Thanksgiving dinner table and say, you know what, I don't like you because you don't like squash, and squash is great. I mean, how stupid is that? And you can replace squash for anything. You don't like this? It's stupid. It's just their point of view. And if I can love and accept and respect my family, I started doing this little thing in my head. I started pretending that everybody I met was my brother or my sister or my mother or my father. And I started thinking, and it's now a little mantra going through my head, accept, respect, and love. Accept, respect, and love. And when I'm going down the street and somebody cuts me off, I start thinking, accept, respect, and love. And when I hold the door for somebody going into the store, and I see they're different than me, I'm not judging them in my head. I'm thinking accept, respect, and love. And think, if we all had that in our heads, and we went back to our own circle of friends, our own circle of family, and we know we're probably going to see some people over the weekend that have different points of view, right? And we could have a conflict. We could make a stand, but what good is that? If we accept, respect, and love, and we start to see things from their point of view, we can make that circle. That's our world, right? The circles we're in, that's our world. We can make that better. And then, I'm starting to do that to strangers. I'm starting to think, you're my brother, you're my sister. Accept, respect, and love. And now I'm doing it all the time. It's in my head. And I can feel how differently I'm acting towards people, how accepting, how tolerant. It's not tolerant. See, tolerance is like there's a mosquito in my room in the summertime flying around and I'm trying to go to sleep. I tolerate it because I know I could never catch it, right? It's annoyance, it's, you're not happy about it, you're just putting up with it. So let's be done with the tolerance. Let's just be done with it. And let's move to accept, respect, and love. And if you will do that, maybe you share that message. I heard a talk, this guy was talking about accept, respect, and love. I'm thinking we could make this a movement. We could get t-shirts and bumper stickers. Accept, respect, and love. And people will be like, what's that about? And you guys say, you should come see Steve McGrath because he's a great speaker. Right? And we'll get him into Toastmasters and they'll get this and we'll see the circle and our world will get better and better. So I'm going to say that this is not a bogus message. This is the real deal. Accept, respect, and love. And if you'll take that on like I'm doing, we can make our world